Hello, my name is Sierra Daniels, and today I'm going to inform you on why smokers smoke and what you can do to help them to quit. The Surgeon General warns that cigarette smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease, emphysema, and may complicate pregnancy. All of us in the audience know, and most people know, that cigarette smoking can lead to fatal diseases and illnesses. Smokers are not unaware of that. They can see that every time they open a pack of cigarettes, it's labeled. So we are aware of the negative side effects of smoking. However, smokers will continue to purchase, they continue to consume, and will go to many lengths to get that pack of cigarettes. I have done some research on the effects of smoking, why smokers smoke, and why it's so difficult for them to stop. But I also am a smoker myself, so I have faced some of these challenges personally. I've smoked for over 10 years, so I have an addiction to tobacco, nicotine, and I do it habitually. I would first like to begin by giving you a definition of the word addiction. Merriam-Webster defines an addiction as a persistent, compulsive use of a harmful substance known by the user to be harmful. So an addiction, it doesn't matter if cigarettes are hurtful, and we know that, and it's on the back of the cigarette package. A cigarette smoker will continue to use these things knowing that it's harmful, and that's what addiction means. According to nicotine addiction in your health, tobacco and nicotine are addictive just like alcohol, cocaine, and heroin. Addiction is what keeps the people from smoking even when they want to quit smoking. It doesn't matter. It has an effect over the brain. They will continue to use this harmful substance. I would next like to describe to you or define for you the word habit, because there's a difference between addiction and habit. A habit is defined by Merriam-Webster as an acquired mode of behavior that has become nearly or completely involuntary. So this is why you may see a smoker light up as soon as they get in the car. They may not be able to stand the smell of the smoke. They don't want to be consumed with it themselves. They have to crack their window, but it's out of habit that they get into that car and the first thing they think of is lighting up a cigarette. It's something that they do every time they get in the car. So it's a difficult thing to break, the habit. Now that we've discussed the addiction and the habitual properties of smoking, we will discuss the physical and psychological side effects of smoking cessation. There are some physical withdrawals and effects that smokers face as soon as they stop smoking or when they think of stopping. They have anxiety, irritability, headache, hunger, flu-like symptoms, and cravings for cigarettes or other forms of nicotine. Along with the physical side effects of withdrawal, there are psychological fears that are faced when smokers think of quitting. The author of The Fear of Quitting is Real, Is There Life After Quitting?, found on the web of 2014, lists several fears smokers face when considering quitting smoking. They fear weight gain, having nothing to look forward to after a meal, unable to enjoy a cup of coffee, glass of wine, or something like that without a cigarette. So many things might sound trivial to non-smokers, but when you're a smoker, in the morning, the first thing I think about is having a cigarette. I wake up in the morning, I have my cigarette, I have my coffee, and then I can go on with my rest of my day or the rest of my routine. So some of these things may not sound like something that a non-smoker could relate to, but a smoker, out of habit, this is something they face when they think of quitting. These are real fears faced when you think of quitting cigarette smoking. Now that we've discussed the withdrawal symptoms, the physical effects, and the psychological effects of smoking cessation, we'll discuss how you can support a smoker that may want to quit. How can you help this person quit smoking, one of your friends or loved ones? First, you should recognize the habitual patterns of the smoker in your life. You'll see a smoker after they have a meal go straight outside and beeline it to the door because they're ready to have their cigarette. This is something they'll do every time they finish eating out of habit. So if you see this, this could be a time where you can intervene and help your smoker to quit. Instead of them going to the door, you may ask them, hey, while you're on your way to the door, would you like to go for a walk? Or maybe ask them before they get to the door, hey, what you want to do now? You want to do play some cards or do something, anything to get their mind off of having that cigarette. Just try to redirect them. They're going to need your support if they're ready to quit. Also, you need to recognize their triggers. Oftentimes, a smoker will smoke out of anxiety, stress-induced, that may cause them to smoke even more. So just recognize those triggers, and there may be something that you can do to calm them down or deter them from having a cigarette. Understand that relapse is also a possibility. According to Stay Tobacco Free, in an article titled Stay Quit in 2016, relapse can occur at any time, but it occurs most often in the first week of smoking cessation. So just understand that there's a possibility that your smoker may relapse, but don't give up on them. Continue to support and never give up. You may save a life if you don't give up on your smoker. In closing, I hope that I've informed you on why it is that smokers smoke, some of the physical side effects of withdrawal, some of the psychological fears that smokers face when thinking of quitting, and how you can help your smoker be successful in quitting if that's what they're ready to do, because they have to be ready first. But again, you could save a life. Thank you for listening.